vlog. How are we doing on this fine Tuesday evening? I hope you're all having a good start to your week. Yes, it is Tuesday night. We are doing more Realism experiment because I am still not quite set up to start building the map. So I'm hoping that we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks, but I need to get all my ducks in a row. I want to actually make good streams with it, so I want to do it right. We also, of course, are finishing up the Realism experiment here on Calmsden Farm. Tonight is going to be our last harvest, and then we're going to be looking at the oaks to move to, and I'm starting to plan that, which is awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see who is in the chat this evening and say some hellos. Hello and welcome along, Caden GTAG, welcome along. Kermit LaFrog 15, welcome along. Netsign 19, welcome along. King Scorpion, welcome along. TBS Twister, welcome along. Rob Simmer, welcome along. Farmer Kev 21, welcome along. And EFNF 91345, welcome along. Thunder Fluff Doomslay, say welcome along. Steve Man V 2123, welcome along to you as well. Couple other bits that I want to talk about before I start on the farm tonight. Firstly, I finally got some evergreen content out. If you haven't seen, yesterday, I put out a guide to making total mix ration. Which was a lot of fun to do. Seems to have been really well received, so definitely going to be more evergreen content coming from me, because yeah, I love, thank you everybody for the support for putting that out and saying it's been a great help. That is awesome, thank you. I also learned stuff making it, so that's brilliant. The other thing is Purbeck got released. And so my plans for the roleplay have started in earnest. It's the first time I've ever done a series in the way that I'm going to be doing Purbeck. It is going to be a role play. It is going to be scripted. And I am going to probably be doing some behind the scenes stuff on Patron. So if you're not already a patron and you'd like to get involved with the role play, go check that out. !Patron in the chat. Certainly the producer level patrons, there is going to be some awesome stuff coming your way. I want to involve you guys a little bit more, so yeah, it should be really cool, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Right, shall we crack on with some farming, people? And to do so, we need to go to Calmsden Farm. I do like that, the whole pause and put somewhere else. Right, let's take our time up to 5 times. And the first thing we have to do on this nice dry day is go and finish off those oats. So we're going to go grab the tractor and trailer, head up to the oat field, and get that contract knocked out nice and early this morning after the rain at the end of last time. Of course, the one thing I have updated my game, and of course that means we've got shaders reloading as we move through the map. So we're going to be a little bit stuttery to begin with today, but it'll clear up eventually. So we're 99% complete on this contract, so this contract will complete. What map is this? !Map in the chat for all of the map details. But it is Calmsden Farm. Hey Jude, welcome along. What's for supper? Actually, I had a craving, so I had McDonald's this evening. Yeah, very nice. They've got the Grand Big Mac at the moment, and so I went and had a Grand Big Mac, which was really nice. Like the new stories for ads, you know what? I haven't tried them yet. Something actually I want to hear from you guys if you guys have come across this. I have recorded most of tomorrow's video, but I updated the game before trying to record the last little bit of it, and I can't unload the milk. My milk trailer no longer works. The base game milk trailer one does, but my attachment to the TLX, that no longer seems to work. I can't sell milk from it. So has anybody else had any issues since updating their game unloading liquids? Because yeah, I'd like to know. Drop us a message on Discord, drop us a message on Facebook. Let me know, because I want to be I've seen a couple of rumblings about it, and I'd like to go back to Giants with some information. I've had an update on console. It should be coming very shortly, Jude, because of course the DLC is out a week today. A week today the DLC is out, which means I should get to have a play with it in a couple of days' time. So yeah, I can't do the milk. I can't sell the milk from my current thing, from my current trailer. So yeah. Did I look at the VIP order mod? I did not, Mark. I need to have a look at that. Because you did send it over, I think. Had a console update this evening. Console updates are rolling out then. Right, we emptied the combine last time because of the rain. So we should be able to park the JCB here. Start up our combine. And it was 100. Yes, 100 degrees was the direction for our bit. So turn that on. There we go. Right, and then we're going to bring up the menu. This A plus heading, set A to 100 degrees. That's not right. A, set A, 100. There we go. That's better. And then we'll move it across to that. That should do it. Start up the header, start up the thresher, and down we go. Okay, so console is updating. Is what that means. Good. Hey, Hogan Gamer Fowley, welcome along. So yeah, the stuttering at the moment is due to the game update. We always have this. Is my header a bit... Oh, wow. Why is that so low? Wait. Down. I have had also some issues with some of my keybinds and things. So when I first went into Spruce Mountain and I pressed P, I got the clothing shop. Not the in-game shop like that, which is weird. Howdy, Thefisherj, welcome along. And Silos, bells and storage 29,000. There we are. I'm doing. No, it's Thefisherj. I'm also doing well. So yeah, it's been an interesting. Yes, PF had an update. I've updated that, and the Vermeer pack had an update as well, which has also updated. I managed to get my game updated nice and early this morning, and as a result, missed the rush, and it meant that my computer actually did the update, which is good because it's been ages since I've had the update run properly. So I'm quite happy with that. Wow, this is yeah, this is a very small run that we've got coming back down the other way. But we'll have this finished in no time today. We only need, I think it's about 4,000 litres. So we might fill the combine with that, up with that, and then go and tip it. Let's see, how many litres do we need? Details on 4,500 litres. We're at 2,600. Yes, manual attach updated, and I read the description for it. It is fixed all of my attaching issues with that cedar on Attingham. It's brilliant. I love manual attachers as fixed the issues I've been having. Of course, straight after I finish my seeding, seeding season on Attingham. But yeah, the Massey Ferguson seeder now works, which is brilliant. Absolutely wonderful, and I can use that more, and I don't have to go and mod it myself. But got to chase the hospital for you. Awesome, Thefisherj. Here's to your foot getting better, or your as quickly as possible. So that's only 3,886. I think we had yeah, we're not going to actually get that much off this field, I don't think. Seeing as this is our last couple of rows. But when we get up to 4,500, I want to stop. So 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 4,510 litres. That will do the job. So, down to the other end and grab the JCB. Next Monday, I get to go down to the dairy farm down the road from you and take a video of the dairy farm for a school project about dairy farming. That's awesome, Hogan. That's absolutely fantastic. Got a problem selling milk with 80. Thank you, Farmer Kev. So it's not just me. You're having the same problem. Yeah, it is the liquid trailer, 82 Studios TLX 3500 liquid trailer that I'm having the problem with. So yeah, slightly annoying. Mine brings the trigger up. So I don't know if this is the problem you're having, Farmer Kev. Mine brings the trigger up. You press to unload and then it immediately stops. Not having the issue with the base game ones, so... I did ask, so I have asked in the video, oh, should I buy this new milk truck? 2 issues with the new milk truck. 1, it doesn't hold milk, so I'm going to have to modify it anyway. And 2, I'm now probably going to have to use it. Oh, yeah. Oh, no problem selling. Thank you, Hogan. No problem selling milk. Okay. I wonder if it's the map I'm on then. We'll find out if I will probably sell some milk today, to be honest. So we'll find out if I have the same problem with this. I wonder what the problem is I'm having then. Maybe I needed to save the game, go out and come back in again. But I thought that might have been the issue before. Right. So what I'm going to do is the rest of this field will fit in this trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest the rest of this. We'll then go and tip what we've got in the trailer now. And then we'll unload and we'll take everything back to the farm. Is the best way to do things. We can hook the header trailer to the back of our trailer we've got there, so that should be fine. A milk truck that doesn't hold. Yeah, it's I can show you which one it is actually. Let's let that go like that. No, it's not time for a. All right. Oh, tub. So the one I want to put on Spruce Mountain is. Where are you? I only got this one, the Pinnacle. It doesn't hold milk, as far as I can tell. Tanker versions can transport digestate liquid manure and water. What is the point of a tanker that like that in game that can't hold milk? So yeah, I've got to I'm gonna have to do it that way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna get that tanker. I'm probably gonna modify that tanker to add milk into it, and then get that on there because I think that's a pretty awesome tanker, and we've got a lot of milk to transport. It wouldn't be even no exactly milk tanker J. Awesome, John Brock, welcome along. Glad you're doing okay. Or doing well. Looks like we're going to have about another 5,000-6,000 litres on top of this, and on top of what we delivered yesterday. So we delivered a part of a tank yesterday as well. I think we'll probably get a full tank for ourselves off this field, which is pretty good. Yeah, the oaks, it looks like we're probably going to take the standard farm, the one that you start off at anyway. I've had a look at all the other yards and things, and while some of the others are interesting, none of them really come with a field or anything. And with the price of all the fields and everything on that map, you kind of need to get some land with a field straight off the bat. So yeah, I think the main farm you start at is probably where we're going to base our farm. Used to have a Britain's milk tanker truck. It was white with a hose. Oh god. Oh, speaking of which, so I'm going to announce something on my Twitter tomorrow, but I want to put it out to you guys first as well. With my impending upgrade to my computer, I checked out a site that I saw somebody else using and looked at it and went, wow, that's really, really cool. So, I will share it to you guys. I have created a new wish list. So, and the great thing about it is because okay, the reason I've created this wish list is because I've had a couple of people who have contacted me and gone, we hear you're trying to build a new PC. I love what you do. How can I contribute to it? What can I do to contribute to it? So I went, right, okay. And I don't want anybody to send me money directly for that. Purely if anybody wanted to help out or help me out to get a new PC, then I wanted to find some way to sort of allow it so people could go, right, I want to give X amount towards this or X amount towards this. So I have created a new wish list, so I will put that in the chat. And the great thing about this, it's through a site called Throne, is that you don't have to buy one thing outright. If you want to donate something to it, you can donate a few pounds towards a video card or you know, something like that. So I thought it was really cool. I'm going to publish it fully on my Twitter tomorrow, and yeah, if anybody wants to help out, I'd be very grateful. Not a requirement or anything, but I wanted the opportunity to be out there because, as I said, I have had people turn around to me and go, hey, I would like to help out. So yeah, there is a way of doing it, and it will tweet out and say thank you and things, and I've got an overlay to set up on here as well, actually. So yeah, but I put that out there. Just got servicing by lawnmowers and your lawn mowing business. Awesome, Hogan. Hey, Andy the farmer, welcome along. There's a yard with field 41. Is that so? The one I'm talking about is the one to the bottom left. Yeah, the bottom. Yeah, that's sort of on your screen. Yeah, that side. And it's the one that you initially spawn in at. Evening, Martin. Welcome along. But I'm gonna get the full throne thing set up for tomorrow. Not long till Court Farms. Oh yeah. Cheers, Hogan. Speaking of cheers, there is still the opportunity in celebration of the release of Advanced GG in the UK for you to get 30% off. Until the end of tomorrow, my code will get you 30% off. If VF Gaming doesn't do it, it's VF Gaming 30. Yeah, you should get 30% off your Advanced GG order. And of course, now that it's available in the UK, no international shipping charges and no long delay in getting it. You can get your Advanced GG in a much more timely and an inexpensive fashion. So, about 2 weeks. New bale and pallet store is under silos, yes. City's a silo. You used my code 2 times. Thank you, Hogan. Which code? So did you use it for the 30% off? And if so, which code did you use? Because I'm intrigued as to which one. Because I can't remember. But thank you, Hogan. Right. Go, Damo. Uh, 30% off. So the VF 30 one, or just the VF? I think my standard one should do it, but I wasn't 100% sure. I meant to ask and didn't. That is on me. Right, let's turn that off. Now let's turn that off and turn that off. Get the auger out, and then we'll go and get the JCB and get this last 4,500 liters tipped, and then we can take the rest back. Hello, Maristifer. Welcome along. So yeah, today is our last harvest on this map. We'll be going into October. I don't know how much we have to do in October and November. We might actually know what I said I'd probably do. Was that we'll do some contracting work. Right, so there's maps on mod hubs that shouldn't be there. Okay, like there's maps made by the same people where no work, sir. You put time effort. I'll say what I say for anything on the mod hub. So nothing goes on the mod hub at the expense of anything else. So you know, you don't get no map by somebody who has spent 2 weeks on it, which I don't believe anybody's spent only 2 weeks on a map. But there's no map that is unfinished that goes up on the mod hub that then prevents somebody else's map going up. So a map by Lancey Boy or Oxy won't get blocked by another map going up. And the mod hub tends to be brutally honest. I didn't mean to, Femboy. We only need to deliver this much to complete the contract. So the mod hub, you'll notice those kind of maps don't make the 4-star reviews. They don't get high ratings. Yay, there we go. We didn't need to deliver it all. 2,500. Wow, we only need to deliver about half of that, but that's fine. Yes, I have grain door, but I wasn't worried I was going to tip it all. So I never have an issue, and I never get it when somebody says, oh, why is this on the mod hub? If you don't like it, don't download it. Download and support the mods you do like. And that's because it means so much more to those people who have put in all the hard work and effort if you turn around and go, your map is awesome, rather than turning around to somebody and going, oh, the mod you've created is awful. There's no point. They, you know, go praise the people who are doing the good work. It means so much more to praise the people who do good work, because what it means is the people who do good work will do more good work. Which is, yeah, but then I just ignore them. And it's why, this is why you'll never see me put out a map review where I don't recommend the map, or a map first look, because I don't do reviews. You'll never see me put out a map first look where I don't recommend the map. And I have recorded map reviews where I wouldn't recommend the map. And quite often than not, I will start the first look. I will start going around the map, and I'll get halfway around the map and I'll stop recording. And I'll just chuck away the footage. Because if I'm coming out too harsh against a map, if I'm coming out and going, I cannot recommend this, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to turn around and crap on somebody's work, because it may be that they've worked for, you know, they may have worked for months doing it, and I don't think that's fair. If it's not for me, if it's not a map or a mod or something that I think is worth it, I'm not going to crap on them. There's way too much negativity in this world for me to turn around and do that. And I will say, I have stopped the recording on a couple of big map makers. There was a map from one normally really good map maker who I went, oh, I cannot wait to do a first look on this, and it'll be awesome, and I love their work. And I got halfway through the first look and I went, I can't do this. I cannot honestly put this review out, because they'll have worked their butts off and I'm going to turn around and say this is awful. So yeah, I have done it. I've done it more than once where I've deleted a review. I've deleted a first look. Which is the thing about, which is what I always bring up when I talk about my when I talk about my first look at Chellington Valley. Chellington Valley, yes, I did turn around and say I don't like these aspects of it, but I still turned around and went, this is an awesome map and you should be playing it. At the end of the day, doesn't mean I won't point out faults with the map, but I will still go, yeah, this, despite its faults, this is still a great map to play, which is exactly what happened with the first look on that map. I haven't done a first look at Purbeck. What I will say is I like Purbeck. I've had a look around it, because I've started planning my role play, and yeah, it is a map I recommend playing. It is a nice map. My trouble is I normally put out my map first looks on a Monday. It missed yesterday, obviously. It wasn't out in time for me to do it, and I have a feeling that by next Monday it may be a bit late. But if no other maps come out this week that I feel like reviewing, or I feel like doing a first look on, I will do a first look on it. But it'll be a different one because it's a map I'll have already had a look around, which is not normally how I like to approach maps. But doing the first look, I normally like to go in without a thing. Thank you, Martin. When I'm normally pointing out a fault in a map, it's more to go right. I hope the map creator sees this and makes these changes and makes these improvements. And quite more often than not, I will also go and contact the map creator and go, hey, you know, could you go and this is what I found. And I've done that several times. Yeah, Purbeck is, I have found the absolute perfect farm for the roleplay. And I am so happy because this is the reason why I was waiting for Purbeck. So I am now in the script writing stages for the roleplay, which is nuts because I've never done that before. So yeah, I'm starting on a script. I'm starting on what the storyline is going to be, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very different to anything I've done before, and yeah, it's quite daunting because it's going to be a lot of editing as well. Let's live 20 minutes from Purbeck. Oh wow. Well, I went round all the farmyards trying to figure out which one was the best to tell a story round. And yeah, I found one. I think some of the good maps are on FS19 in your opinion. Fair enough. Classman85, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. You are awesome. I think that there are some awesome maps on FS22. It's still a little bit heavy on the previous game maps, similar to how every version of Farm Sim is. Well, Martin, that's the thing. I will be looking for voice actors. First things first, I can't do accents, so so I won't be doing that. But yes, I do want to create characters. I do want to do some voice actors. I will be. So this is what I was alluding to earlier. I will be putting out the Patron roles have always been producer roles, and they are going to be proper producer roles with. Or closer to proper producer roles with the roleplay. So I will be putting out behind the scenes stuff. I will be doing bits and pieces. I will be looking for voice actors who will get credits in the episodes and things. Well, it will be a case of I'll send some lines and ask people to send me over their stuff, and we go for that and see from there. I'm not envisioning massive amounts of lines for anybody, but yeah, I've yet to work out all the characters and things yet. But yeah, I would. It's gonna be interesting. It's an approach. I've got an approach that's interesting as well, I think. So yeah, the voice is quite awesome, Martin. Thank you. Right, let's park that there. Let's get this unfolded. We need to hook everything up. And then time for our last harvest. Yes and no, Liam. Think Madgin in Norway. So think more Clarkson's Farm than Daggerwind's roleplay is the way it's developing. Which, if that doesn't get you going, ooh. No, well, good evening, Darkstar. Virtual Clarkson, if you will, yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's there's still role play elements to it, but there's also a big Clarkson Farm element to it, and yeah. What I don't want to have is lots of non-voiceover exposition kind of stuff. There are moments where I go, oh, that doesn't quite work, and I want to avoid that kind of thing. So I'm looking to do something very special with it. And yeah, it is going to be one of those things where I'll see how long the pilot episode takes me to do. I'll see how much work it is to get the first one, and then I'll be able to work out how far in advance I need to record episodes, and also how many I might be able to get out a week. It won't be my next series, I can tell you that now. But it should be fun. Setting everything up and making sure I've got all the mods to do it, and making sure I've got everything like that is gonna be good. What do I think of Purbeck? Purbeck looks really nice. I'm not, and I do want to watch. I do want to watch his roleplay. But I'm not looking to copy anybody. I'm looking to do my own thing. Yeah, no, fair enough. But of course, I'm saying all this now, it's still developing. I'm still in the early stages. I've picked a map. I'm still working on the setup, because my initial setup, I went and got a load of mods, went and got a load of tractors in, and went, actually, this isn't going to work. So, yeah, so it's my initial plans have already changed for it. And, so, I'm, one thing I have known, is that it is going to have to be scripted. If I don't script it, I'm not going to get the footage I need, and I'm not going to get the setup I need. So my next thing is to write the pilot script. And once I've written the pilot script and work out exactly what the voice of this series is and how it's going to work, I think everything will start flowing from there. But yeah. Probably, do you know what? It'd probably be the first series I ever do that has a trailer. You see, because I'm looking to do the roleplay on it, I'm not going to put PF on it. Roleplay is a very different beast. First things we see on season 4 of Dyson was the survival role play, the final chapter. It's interesting what he's doing with it. It strikes me very much as not so much a role play, but as the game he'd like to play in Farm Sim. Oh yeah, I contract money. Thank you, FarmCatGR. We'll pick that up at the end of the day. Yeah, it very much strikes me as the game he would quite like to see in Farm Sim. Which is interesting. Or the, you know, the kind of storyline thing he'd like to see in Farm Sim. I did notice that the first episode had lots of pop-ups for missions and things like that, and those big screens which had the person's picture and then their dialogue and things like that. And that seems to have all dropped away by episode 3. It's really interesting to see that it's changed. Is Valley Spring in testing? Very nice, because that's an awesome map. If it's in testing and it makes it through for console, oh, it's too late for it, because I would love to have done it instead of Ebony Isle, but yeah, it is a map that I'd like to play. And in all honesty, if Daggerwin wasn't doing his roleplay on it, I would probably brought Eddie back on Valley Spring. Oh, is Valley Spring in testing? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Sorry, I misread that. It was a question. Is Valley Spring in for testing? Not. Didn't have a question mark at the end, and so I read it wrong. Valley Spring is not in testing. I thought that did surprise me. No, it's not. Valley Spring does need a lot of updates before it'll get anywhere near console. It's a really nice map, but it does have its issues. Ready next year, right in time for FS25. I don't think we're going to get more than, or we're not going to get much more than a tank off this field. Although we have got some pretty strong. This is what I mean, actually. This is why we've got this combine for the move to the Oaks, because this combine, especially with its lighter header, is just gonna eat up the acres on the Oaks. And that's the thing we really need. We need a combine that is going to do that. 6 ashes. Oh god, I'd love 6 ashes. I really want to do a start from scratch on 6 ashes. BF Merchant FS25, yes please. Actually, I would like to see the ability to add your own logo in Farm Sim and be able to place it on your equipment. That I would love to see. And place it on your own clothes in FS20 in Farm Sim. Even if it was just a mod, you know, even if you could just mod stuff in to do it. would be awesome. Will we see a new FS out end of this year? It'll be another year. It'll be another year. We know that the year 2 season pass is lasting through till November, sort of winter this year. So there will not be an FS 24 released, especially as the mobile game is out in May. So FS 23 is out in May, yeah, exactly. Put a VF logo on my combine or my tractor or on my weights or, you know, anything like that, which is exactly what farmers do these days. There we go. 98% full. With the update today, will the likes of Oxy be able to add loads of new crops? Yes, because they've increased the crop height, haven't they? For mod maps, which is brilliant. So yeah, more crops on console, which will be fantastic. No, so this immediately got asked by the ambassadors and confirmed to us by Giants. Mods are not a thing for FS23. The downloadable content mentioned for FS23 is downloadable content from Giants. So free DLC and paid DLC and that kind of thing. It's not mods. Mods are not something that's coming to FS23 and the game. Yeah, Martin, exactly. No, there will not be mods in FS23. The next mobile game will not have support for mods. Yes, I will be collecting money from the Field 1 contract. I'm going to do it when I've finished all my harvesting today. Right, and empty, auger in, header down, away we go. Yeah, GB did confirm it a while ago. I've not seen much movement since, and I haven't asked him, to be honest. Feeding pigs, how to get their food ratios right using pig food and separate crops. Yes. 23 is the mobile one. Yeah, Martin. Every little helps. Don't get why extreme gaming fever is saving their because. Okay, this one I can explain. Let me just pop over to the blog. I can tell you exactly why. Because it's a misinterpretation of a line. Where are we? There we go. No, that's FarmCon, not FarmCon. Here we go. G maps. Where is it? Maybe it's actually on the product page. I was part of the announcement. Where is it? There's over 100. Established production chains. Might have been removed. Yeah, I can't. I can't see the actual information where it mentions it, but there was something that mentioned. Yeah, it's one of those things where we got it. We got it confirmed by Giants. So what are we bringing over to the oats? I have seen the field prices, Marius. We are bringing this combine, but not the header. The JCB is coming. The trailer's coming. In fact, all our tractors and our telehandler are coming. All of the equipment we own is coming, although we may have to up the size of our seeder. We've got a 6-meter seeder at the moment, which should be big enough. But yeah, am I doing it? Yes, Callum, I was just talking about that. My roleplay series will be happening on Purbeck. It won't be immediate, but I am now in the planning stages. I've picked out the farm, and I'm now working on the storyline and the first script. Yeah, I can't find. If anybody can find that initial announcement bit where it mentions downloadable content, please let me know. But yeah, I can't find it at the moment. I hope so as well, FS Boy. As I said, well, I'm going to be... So when FS25... when the next version of FS gets announced, which I am saying is likely to be FS25, I have no information on that. I am guessing. I want to do a load of videos going... I want to see this in FS25 and I want to see this in FS25. I am going to be putting a load of this together, actually, and sending it over to Giants. I think. It's probably too late to get it in the next game, but yeah. BTG with a T7. Oh, my shop on here is being annoying still. Although that would be nice, but yeah. I think we're going to need a new baler on the next map, so I think we might get a Gowl baler on the next on the oats. On the oaks. I want to get a Gowl baler on that. Right, there we go. So how much have we got of this field? Not a huge amount. What about doing different cow breeds on the oaks so you can have the same cow breed? So, yeah, we won't be taking our cows from here. I think we do have I think we have facilities for cows. 15,000 litres off this field, which is not a huge amount. What do I think of the new update? Pretty cool. I personally, I'm not looking to use the bale storage or the pallet storage. I've not really had need for them so far. But yeah, I think it is pretty awesome for those of you on console to be able to get around the around those issues. Right, what is our angle? I think it's 250. Oh no. 3. Oh, that's the 160. Yeah, 160. Okay. Yeah, perfect. You're not manually stacking bales in the same even play the game. Exactly. Post today said there may be issues with crossplay after 1.9. Yay! Crossplay server on Saturday. Renting fields would be good. There is a renting fields mod, but yeah, renting fields would be good. It's work around the slot limit for... Oh yeah, I know FarmCatGR. I know. No to change. Best map for FS22, in my opinion, is Attingham Park. I love Attingham Park. It has all the features that I want on a map in farms in FS22. It is really well done. Customizable yards, fantastic fields, fantastic farms. Yeah. Try and get my... FS boy, you don't think I've been trying to get in my merch in farm sim since FS19? Been trying that for a very long time. Perfect cursor doesn't work. Any clue? It's when they join. I don't know. It might be to do with the update today by what we're hearing this evening, though. What do I think to Attingham Park on FS19? I loved Attingham Park on FS19. I did a role play on it. I loved it. It was brilliant. Purbeck is a wicked map. It's really, really atmospheric, really nice, and the conversion seems to be done really well. Yeah, so we're going to start selling off or returning stuff we're not going to take with us over the next couple of months on here. Oh yeah, no, Attingham, absolutely amazing. Manual attach, yes please. GPS, yes please. And GPS done in the same way as so it can be something that's on a machine by machine basis, something that either can be added or not. And on certain machines that wouldn't have it, it wouldn't be out on it, would be brilliant. I do want to find out actually. Well, I can't believe this combine doesn't have DEF. I can't believe this combine is so old it doesn't have DEF. So that is something I need to possibly work out on this combine and fix. Plated about 600. Wow. Patron, I'm loving it. It's changed the way you play completely. Awesome, Kermit. Yeah, it is just a fantastic map. Six Ashes is the one that I would love to play. It's the one map that hasn't made it over from FS19. I really want to play in 22. For me, Maypole, I did Attingham, but the yard was planning to build my farm like I wanted. Okay, well, that's the thing. I have ended up really customizing Attingham. And that's why I don't feel Attingham's anywhere near finished as a series at the moment. I always have a feeling as to whether there's a lot more I can do on a series or whether a series has reached a natural conclusion. Attingham is not a series that I feel has reached a natural conclusion. There's so much I think could come on there. I miss Cobra as well, but Cobra wasn't in 19. You know, I missed the possibility of what Cobra was going to be in 19. What Bullet Bill had planned was amazing. Yeah, same here, Martin. And it does beat out Attingham. Six Ashes definitely beats out Attingham because it is just such a stupendously well done map. No, so the plan, yes. So the plan for FS19 for Cobra before Bullet Bill decided he wasn't going to do anything in FS19, he was going to rebuild the map and make it even more accurate, and that would have just been insane. I can say that the most I've recorded on Silver Run Forest is where you're up to. I reckon it must have. So I did go and check the code. I went and checked the XML. It is on stage 8. I reckon there's probably 10 stages to it. Yeah, Six Ashes feels like a huge map. Yeah, the only thing I prefer in Attingham on 19/22 is the BGA. Unfortunately, Gamer Dragon went and blew up the BGA, so we couldn't have the FS19 BGA in 22. I don't know why GD did it. I mean, he's just so destructive with everything. Yeah, exactly. He's always breaking the nice stuff. And I did, for a time, consider continuing my roleplay from FS 19 in 22, but I've always said not having an AdBlue tank. Interesting. I've always said that I wanted to do any roleplay in 22 different to how I do it in 19, how I did it in 19, and that was mainly because, as far as I'm concerned, Daggerwin's survival roleplays has changed how you do roleplays in FarmSim. You can't just do what I was doing before. It's got to be a very different approach. And that has been borne out by the other kind of people who are doing role plays. So like Uscroft, who's doing it a very different way as well. Thank you, Thefisherj, for the ever little helps. So until I was sure that I could go and do something different and something my own and something that would not just look like another Let's Play, but from first person. Yeah. Sam's story. Oh, that was Letson, wasn't it? Oh, that was... Ballincraig Estate was so much fun. Ballincraig was just, again, such a different way of doing role plays. At the time, there was nothing out there like it. Nobody was doing role plays like that. And that was why Ballincraig was the success it was. The trouble was, every role play I did after that, I tried to recapture the same sort of magic I had with Ballincraig, and rather than going as deep as I did with Ballincraig, I tried to do it on the light side. Sam's Story was a lot of fun to do. Sam's Story was my first attempt to do something different with the role play, but even then, wasn't far enough away, I didn't feel. And the trouble that happened at the same time was that's when Daggerwin started doing his survival role play. And, you know, Baling Craig and Sam's Story were good. And then you had the survival role play up here with a whole nother level, and it was just, yeah, can't compete with that. Drummond Farm, oh man. So Drummond Farm is the farm that Gamer Dragon was playing when I first watched his live stream. So when myself and Landy Kid and Chris the Irish Gamer all went and ran in and sort of raided GD's stream. GD was playing Drummond Farm and had a reasonable number of viewers. No, the Daggerwin did what I recommend. So I had a boss once who gave me the best piece of advice that I've ever seen or that I've ever heard for creating something. He said, you do not have to create something original. You never have to create something original. All you have to do is create something, is do it better than everybody else. And I've always taken that as that isn't necessarily copying somebody else. That is taking an idea and putting your own spin on it and doing it the best you can to try and make the idea the best it can be. And that's what Daggerwin's survival roleplay is compared to other roleplays. Very much is that. And the same is true when I first started doing roleplays. You know, I did the roleplay. I wasn't the first person to do a roleplay, but I was the first person to do a roleplay in the way I was doing it. And Daggerwin was the first person to do a roleplay in the way he was doing it. And I'll be honest, a lot of what I have planned for my own roleplay does not come from watching farm sim streamers do it or farm sim creators doing it. One of the biggest influences for me at the moment for how I want to do a roleplay and how I want to do content is actually a 7 Days to Die creator who is doing some phenomenal work with doing cinematic and interesting and storytelling series, and has made me sit up and go, wow, you know, this is where the whole quality versus quantity stuff goes. He does 4 videos a week, and I've watched his channel. I watched his channel go from less viewers and less subscribers than me to just go like that. From just doing more quality stuff. So yeah. Oh, start the combine impression. But that's not what I'm talking about, Martin. What I'm talking about is the use of the framing setup, the way he's gone and said, right, I want this to be more of a. I was saying earlier, it's to me, it's not a role play. Or the way he initially set it up, so the way his original survival roleplay was and the way that this series started, it's actually less so by episode 3, but the way the series started is very much not a roleplay. It's very much this is what Farm Sim would be like if it was a story-driven game. And which is an interesting question. Is a really interesting thing to ask and a really interesting approach. And it's why I say it's not what I'm... It's not what I've been... It's why what I'm saying is that I love what he's done, and I have had some inspiration from it, but it's not the way I'm looking to go, because I've got other ideas going around in my head, and they're great ideas and big ideas, and I'm really hoping it all gets pulled off, because I would hate it if after all this it doesn't. That would be really heartbreaking. The only thing that would stand in my way is time. But as I said, if the result of it is that a video like this goes out once a week, or I'm able to, I have to go down to 4 videos a week on the channel, but of such high quality it gets 4 times the viewers, that's fine. But it's, you know, what I love is that there is a dedicated fan base who watch my stuff. You guys are awesome. I love you to bits. The channel would not exist now if you guys weren't tuning in every day to watch stuff. It's that to me is heartwarming and wonderful and incredible, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. And anything I'm looking to do to improve my videos is looking to bring you guys along with me, as well as attract new people to the channel, and that's where I think the main YouTube channel is having a problem at the moment. I have a good number of regular viewers, and you guys tune in all the time. I'm having trouble attracting new viewers, and that's where the issue lies. We're cutting here. Can't wait for Special Island to come to this. It is indeed a journey, not a destination. But that's why I've seen creators just completely disappear because they never have that drive to improve their stuff. They'll sit there and they will just produce the same thing day after day, year after year, and not look to try new things. And then their channel fades into obscurity and they disappear. And I've seen big creators, people on the verge of doing massive things, just watch their channel go, ooh, and in some cases start going like that. Do I do time lapse on YouTube? No, I tried it. I tried doing time lapse. It was not a good fit for the channel. It was not liked by my view base. And yeah, the videos got less views than the regular ones. And choosing the right music itself is just horrible. I mean, the one thing for the roleplay needs music, and I'm having wonderful fun trying to choose that. What was my favorite map from 17 or 19? Favorite map from 17, without a shadow of a doubt, is Cobra Park Farm. Cobra Park Farm is, even now, my all-time favorite map. It is gorgeous. It is so much fun to play, and I miss it incredibly. Six Ashes is my favorite map from FS19. Six Ashes, there's a reason I spent over 100 episodes. I did over 100 videos on Six Ashes. It was so much fun to play that map. And even then, I got 100 episodes in and I went, I should have started there. It was the start of the Realism experiment. The Realism experiment, yeah, was born on Cobra Park Farm. And it was a slog. I remember how hard it was just to buy fields in the Realism experiment on Cobra Park Farm. It really was. And we lost crops and yeah, it was a real slog. And we had over 200 people watching the Realism experiment on Cobra Park Farm over on YouTube, which to me even now is just incredible. I've had bigger numbers of viewers since, but I've never on a regular basis had 200 people on a stream. Which again, to me, speaks volumes about how streaming has changed on YouTube. I love this combine. This combine beeps at me when I'm about to run out of space. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, and we had the Modern Classics DLC on it, and it was yeah. Do you know what? Most people didn't. I mean, so FS19. So this is how it went. This is how the channel's growth went on YouTube. I started on FS15. I had the entire time I was making FS15 content, I had under 150 subscribers. I went to FS17. I started streaming just before FS17 started. I streamed FS17. I streamed opening weekend of FS17, and I went from 150 subscribers at the end of November to 500 subscribers by Christmas. I then had a year basically on FS17 of growth, really solid growth. Oh no, we do want to start this up. And by the end of the year, my target was to hit 3,000 subs by the end of that year, so to add another 2,000 subscribers during 2017, and I didn't make it. I ended up failing to hit the target and ended up getting burnt out. By Christmas 2017, I was completely burnt out, and I got to Christmas and I stopped making farm sim content. That was it. I was ready to pack it in. I was ready to go, right, I'm not making enough money off this. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not streaming to, you know, I'm not getting many people in streaming anymore. I'm just, that's it. I'm gonna quit. And I think I was so burnt out on farm sim, I think I did 3 or 4 ETS2 streams over Christmas 2017, and then I got an email just before New Year, which I think it was just before New Year, which was Daggerwin emailing me to ask if he could use my Land Rover mod that I'd released a few months earlier on on his Oakfield series. Later, Damo, thanks for joining us. And I know I've told this story before, and I part of the reason I'd made the Land Rover in the first place was because there wasn't one out there, and it was out there to promote the channel. I mean, the thing was just covered in VF logos, and it was made to promote the channel. And Daggerwin asked, and I said, absolutely sure. All I ask is, you know, can you give me a small shout out? Something at the end of the video, a link in the description, something like that, please. And he said, yeah, sure, that's fine. And he and the video comes out. The first 30 seconds of the video has a big thank you to me and a huge go and check out his YouTube channel. And I grew by about 500 subscribers in I think it was about 24 hours, and it threw me over the 3,000. But that was also the birth of Baling Craig, because I had no series. I had no farm sim content, new farm sim content on the channel. So basically, I had to very quickly put together the Baling Craig Estate series, you know, the Baling Craig Estate roleplay, in order to have content out there. And so part of the reason why Baling Craig was so successful is because it coincided with the shout out from Daggerwin. And that was the thing. So yeah. And I'm always thankful to him for that, because he didn't have to give me as big a shout out as he did, and he did. And then things just started getting wild from there. So by mid 2018, I'd managed to get myself on a list with a creators list with giants. And was getting emails of early releases and things like that, and that early release creator list got an email came through it, which was basically, we're thinking of doing something a little bit fun at FarmCon. We want to do this tournament. Who wants to come over and be a part of it? Who wants to come over and commentate for it? And the thing that always goes, the thing that always happened with this was, I got the email at work, I looked at the email, I thought about it for 30 seconds, and I sent my reply and went, yes please, I'm up for this, absolutely. And then I texted my wife and said, hey, I'm thinking of doing this, can I go please? It was one of those things where I saw it and went, I've got to be a part of that. I've got to do that. If I don't go and do that, I'm going to regret it. And that was the Farm Sim Championship, which later became the FSL. And was just, yeah, so much fun. And yeah, I love that. And then Giants asked me in late 2018 to go over and stream for them for a week for the release of FS19, and it was just, yes, thank you so much. So I spent a week in Erlangen. I streamed for 5 days on the official Farm Sim channel just before the release of FS19. Famously got told by chat to get out of the combine and show other stuff, and Lars posted on the official Farm Sim Twitter, hey, let's get Virtual Farmer to 10,000 subscribers before he gets out to before he comes out to see us in Erlangen. Yeah, me and Simulate, and Simulate is such a good bloke. He's so nice. Hey, Hey, Wheels. How you doing? Guys, go check out Wheels. There we go. Yeah, it was just, oh, so much fun. And that's the only time I've been to FarmCon in person. This is the thing. So 2018, the Farm Sim Championship, me and Simulate is the only time I've been to FarmCon. Because the next year I couldn't make it to FarmCon 19. It was the same weekends as my twin's birthday party, and I couldn't go. Then of course 20 was cancelled and went online. 21 was online, and 22 was last year, and I got COVID. So yeah, I am so looking forward to FarmCon this summer. I have been preparing to get booked for it and everything, basically since last year, and I can't wait. Sim is not streaming or doing bids. He stopped to concentrate on his new job a couple of years ago now, I think. But he does pop in here sometimes, and he does watch these streams sometimes. But yeah, I enjoyed. I've enjoyed spending time with all the commentators on the FSL. I had an absolute blast with Mr. Sealy P. Mr. Sealy P and his wife are lovely people, and I was really sad to see his YouTube channel got hit last week, and I'm really pleased to see he's back. That's awesome. Speaking of people who are going to FarmCon, hey Reaver, how you doing? Hang on, let me do this, and then I will. Right, go follow Reaver, guys. He's going to FarmCon. I'm taking him to FarmCon this year. Yeah, go for it, bro. Why would someone? Same thing happened to Stan the Man. Stan the Man's channel got hacked a little while ago. And took everything. What I would say is careful of any links you ever open, and yeah, make sure you got two-factor authentication on. And it's just why I can't get first person in any vehicles or maps. I would check your log, Reaver, and check if they if you got any mod conflicts. That's the most likely reason for that. Oh, heavily little helps. Ah, thank you, Kermit. Evening, DJ Liam. Yeah, oh yeah, you can get hacked with two-step verification on, and my response is always never, unless you absolutely trust the emails, you know the source of the emails. Don't open them. Don't click on links. YouTubers get this kind of stuff all the time. Kevin the Frog 15, thank you for the 5-bit cheer. You are awesome. Hey, Six Wheeling, welcome along. Take the ad out because it don't work. Guys, go check out my fellow Red Dirt Rough Rider, Mr. Six Wheeling. He is awesome. This would be precision. It's probably eDrive Laner is your best bet, but I check the log file, Reaver, see if there's any errors in there. It'll be something stopping the mouse from working properly or the keys from working properly. Thanks, Wheeling. Thank you for resubscribing for your 8th month. You are awesome. If you have got a mod on, if it's a mod that's all on all maps, then yeah, quite possibly. I'd definitely check your log file. Best place to start with anything like that, because they'll give you, there will be so you can either do it in game here, and then there'll be an error in here somewhere, or in your documents folder. My documents, my games, Farming Simulator 2022, log.txt. You know what? I'm gonna make a video on that. How to check your log file. Hey, Spinner79, welcome along. So you either have to have the dev console on, or hang on, check this file, Reaver. Oh God, really? No, it's not a command. Right. Space. Right, check that file, Reaver. Right, we're going to take this down to the shop. Oh, do we want to? Actually. Wheat, linseed, barley are the only ones on offer. And probably fields we can't do. Wheat ends today. Linseed ends today. Barley ends today. No, we don't need this anymore. Still play CPF when you get bored on 22 on a Sunday? Wow. Found my way here. Awesome, Spinner. Oop. I have been talking a lot this evening. You do, yes. It is there is one issue with Purbeck. His Purbeck is not set up for Farm Manager or Start from Scratch. Both setups give you machines. Oh, we bought this roller, didn't we? I haven't picked it up yet. I've completely forgot we bought this. Right, so this is not coming with us to the Oaks. So we will just park it up here. It's further up in the chat, Reaver. My documents, my games, Farming Simulator 2022, and then it's log.txt. It's where your mod folders are, or your mod folder is. Right, let's return this. Return yes. Okay, and return yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, look for any warnings or errors in there. Right, any changes to what's in the shop? That is that takes a lot of horsepower. Yeah, no, nothing in there for us. So we'll take our grass rollers back with us. No, it changes throughout the day, Farmer Kev. It's random when stuff pops up in the shop. Nothing. Try loading up a base game map with no mods turned on. So the roller doesn't increase the yield in PF. The roller will set it to the first growth stage. So basically it removes a month's worth of growth. Or makes the grass grow a month sooner. The overall of that is with precision farming and rolling grass, you can get 4 cuts a year instead of 3. I think we're probably not going to bring our current little roller with us when we move. I think we're going to need a bigger roller for our farm. Much as I love the little roller we've got, it's not going to be big enough for what we're going to be doing. This is a fantastic little roller. Similarly, I think we may have to replace our baler, but as I was saying, we might get one of the new Gowl balers. Yeah, I think we're probably going to need a bigger mower as well. Right, so combine. Are you going to fit in this shed? Still not working. Okay. I have a lot of weeding to do. What do you mean I have a lot of weeding to do? Right, we need to get these bales collected up. So let's turn this tractor off for now. Yes. Yeah. So I'll set up everything before the thing. Yeah, I've got a Ford 7610. Which for some reason is lifted off the ground. But yeah, that's my Ford 7610. There you go, 7610. That's a weird one, Reaver. Right, what am I doing? I am trying to find this. Yeah, I think we probably won't. So we'll probably sell off the front loader bale spike and the front loader bucket. I don't think we need either of those. We'll keep the bag lifter and the forks. Yeah. Oh, we need to actually. No, I don't want to be doing this. I want to be baling. We need to bale today. Yeah. Will you sell all machines at the end of this series, and what you're left with is what you start your next series? No. So we're going to be selling... we're going to be working out what the value of our farm is. And that is what we will take with us. We will have to pay the loan off before we leave. And basically, we can take whatever machinery we want with us. We won't be taking all the machinery because some of it just won't be suitable. So we'll be selling that off. Oh, we're out of net wrap. But yeah, we won't be selling off all the machines. We'll be taking a lot of it with us. Now they have 500,000 to go on your next RE adventure. The thing is that on here, our land. Yeah. So our capital is 932,000. We only have 200 and yeah, because our loan is this. So our land is only actually worth 232,000. So at the moment, I'm not sure we have enough money to even buy a yard and a field. That's the thing. So this is where it's interesting in that we. Yeah. Best way to promote a YouTube video and help it grow. Ooh. That is a good question, and one that I have always found a difficult answer to. Promoting a YouTube... Actually, no, there is an answer to it. And you don't promote a YouTube channel. Sorry, you don't promote a YouTube video. You try and promote a YouTube channel. YouTube is all about regularly creating content. This is never going to fit in this door, is it? Oh my lord. Right, let's get the JCB out of the way. Yeah, so we kind of need 500,000 just to buy a field, just to buy our starting area. We do have quite a lot of cows to sell. We've got quite a lot of... Whoa! It did fit in the door. We've got quite a lot of stuff to sell, thankfully, on here. Yeah, so basically, we won't actually sell these. We will work out what the value of the buildings, if we sold them, were... of the land. So basically the land will increase by the value of what these buildings would sell for. It's going to be a little bit of a complicated math, but we should be able to we'll get the estate agent in. We'll get everything valued, and we'll go from there. What I'd really like to do is use up the excess stuff we've got here. So we've got a fair amount of... oh, the wrap's out here, isn't it? Yeah, anything we can't use up, we will probably take with us. Oh, what I won't be able to have with the Gareth baler, of course, is net wrap version. That's a downside. You can add a sell trigger for leftover seeds. Well, we're gonna need them. Install both of those and still don't have first person on a model. I'm surprised you're not getting any errors about moving cameras. There should be something that mentions. You should be getting an error that doesn't let you. That's weird, Reaver. Right, there we go. Net wrap done. I mean, net wrap is out. PC will go to. No. Well, unless they're introducing net wrap with the DLC, but I don't think they are they? Night Milk Tiger GA. Don't think the Gowl DLC includes. You got me thinking now. DLC. Put hitch, add silage additive to tanks. Your bale wrapper combination to use bale higher quality than before now with net binding too. I don't think it adds wrapper something you have to fill. Don't know. You're sorry. No, I'm not. Purbeck is going to be my roleplay map, and there's good reason for it. Yeah, I don't think it comes with net wrap. There's no net wrap palette or anything that's been announced for the DLC, so I'd be surprised. But no, I'm not looking to start from scratch. Yeah, but what are any of them related to controls or anything like that? I'll tell you what, Reaver, send me your log file, and I will have a look after the stream. We'll pop on Discord or something. Unless you're streaming. When do I get the DLC? Can't wait to see. So if things hold to pattern as they have before, and Giants haven't said anything to me about this, I should get a look at the DLC on Thursday and have a video out Friday. I'm hoping. But they haven't said that. I'm going on what's previously been, what's previously happened. But yeah, my hope is to have an overview of the DLC on Friday. And it's really cool, actually, of Giants to get the update out today, because it'll make it so much easier. For the Platinum Edition, we had to update we had to install the update before before we could install the DLC and before the update had officially been released. Yeah, the people seem to really be enjoying the new bale stroke pallet warehouse, which is brilliant. Says it contains 9 machines, but could have pallets not mentioned. Yeah, I don't. All the 9 machines are also showing on the website. I don't think that that there's anything more to actually be shown on the website. Excellent, Dreamer. How did you send it to me? Via Discord? Email. Okay, that's what that will be then. Q. Hey, Mad Alex. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, wrong mouse. How's things going? I forgot it's been a while since you've streamed. I'm good. I'm doing well at the moment. I started a new job beginning of last week, and it's going really well. I love the idea. The additional fruit types is fantastic, Wheels. The amount of extra that's going to allow map creators is brilliant. Oh yeah, I could do with a cup of tea. Or an advanced GG. Probably go with the advanced GG as I'm streaming. What's my new job? I'm a PHP developer. I've gone back to my PHP developing roots. Oh, awesome, Reaver. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Oh! Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Spinner. That make okay. I haven't unloaded that bale. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, do you know what, Reba, you missed it on Sunday night. One of your brother-in-law's students was in here. I don't know if they're in here tonight, actually. One of your brother-in-law's students was in here, and my brother-in-law's students was in here. Asked me if I knew him. I went, yeah, he's my brother-in-law. Which I'm sure made our sister very, very happy. Now using Ebony as a learning farm so I can learn how pigs work before looking at trying pigs on a harder map. Yeah, I think I probably need to do something on pigs. I've learnt a lot from doing the pigs on Attingham. Right, we have emptied that field out. We need to go and make linseed bales now. Do I think Court Farms will be my favorite map? Court Farms is definitely looking very, very promising. I'll put it that way, Callum. I'm quite excited for Court Farms. I think I'm going to want to play the hell out of it. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, Court Farms is looking like a very promising map. All this straw is going to make us a decent amount of money, I think. Come on. There we go. Round. Pick up. There we go. And there. We've had the combine on the last few. Let's have the gorgeous T7 on this one. I want to make it more about the T7 than the baler. So I'm wondering, pull back a little bit more. There we go. Make it a little bit more dynamic. I like that. And it's a good screenshot. Court Farms has 4 farms, something like that. See fact sheets for 5 machines, but not seeing the other 4, and that's because fact sheets haven't come out for everything. I mean, we've still got another Friday before release, so I'd expect 1 more set of fact sheets. Which means Thursday night, I will have another YouTube short to create. Oh, Mod Hub will absolutely have a fit when Court Farms is released. That didn't work. Trying to put them next to each other so I could really easily pick them up with the bale spike, but that's not going to happen. Turn on auto drop. That's not a bad shout, actually. Dead. Yeah, it sounds like you had a control conflict. Do I think Oxy will surprise us with the new things when nobody knows about? Yeah, quite possibly. It sounds like he's building a lot of stuff into the map. As I said, I'm really excited for it. It looks gorgeous. The thing that I've really been looking for with Court Farms is playability. With Oxy, there is no doubt that a map is going to look gorgeous and have a ton of extra features. I am really looking for the playability level of it. You know, how much of the base farm sim stuff does it build into it? Quite happy to see that at the moment it seems to have all of those base features built in, including the buildable yards. Yeah, customizable yards, which is a big thing that's missing from this map. It's my biggest issue with this map is that I can't customize the yards, and I love that it's a feature on Court Farms, because it's one of the things that puts Attingham right up there, is the customization of its yards. I don't think Court Farms will be out before the summer, in all honesty. Oxy has only got, I think the last thing he said was that he'd got one of the 4 farms working. He'd finished setting up the main farm. Yeah, I'm avoiding videos on it. I want my first look to be fresh. I want my first look to be unhindered by having had a look at an active look around it. I want it to hit me. Get out of the way of the ends. Right, it's off. I'm not going to be on map. Definitely go do a map on tour, and hopefully Giants will allow the map to go. Oh, the Giants will allow the map to go through. It's how long the map takes to go through. That's more the question. But then I don't mind a map getting rejected and having to go back and having to get stuff fixed, because that always results in a better map. The maps that worry me, and the maps that actually worry me, are the ones that pass first time. If a map goes through testing and passes first time, I worry a little bit about that map. The same as if I'm coding. If I'm making code and the code works first time, I am super suspicious of that code, because no code works first time. No code is completely bug-free on the first time you run it. So yeah, any map that makes it through first time, I'm always, yeah, something's not right. And if I was a map maker putting a map in, I would be concerned if my map passed first time. Most mod maps are Haley Boy, in all fairness. I mean, the maps Giants have done for FS22 are awesome and amazing. But yeah, the interest in them drops off very quickly. Silver Run Forest is probably the most interest I've seen in a Giants map ever. Especially a Platinum Edition one. When am I going to start building my map? In the next couple of weeks. It's the only reason I haven't done it tonight or last week is purely because I've not been able to get my stuff together. Not been able to go and spend the time to actually properly set things up. And I don't want to be sitting here fumbling for stuff. The first one. I want to be in a position where I've got the DEM. I've got the overall screenshot. I've got it all positioned right, and I've got the blank map where I can apply it to, and where I've got the tutorial stuff, because I've got to go and find all the tutorial stuff as well. Calmsden was the first ever mod you tried? I think we might be doing some baling tomorrow night, chat. I think we'll do well to get through this field tonight. Ooh. Nope. I already have 2 front loaders, don't need another. Didn't trust mods initially. Not many people do. And I always recommend when you're first starting out on Farm Sim, don't download mods. Play the game vanilla, and then download mods that customize it in the way that your play style works. Definitely. Otherwise, you just end up with a giant mod folder. And I do recommend Sim Game Alliance Mod Switcher. I have a separate mod folder for every game. And I only load the game, I only load the mods into my game that I'm going to use on the save I'm using it on. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to need a bigger baler. I do want to use the new balers, but at the same time, it's expensive. That's nice, but that's expensive. Catchline. Very cautious. I'm curious at your oak series from here. Give us your funds. I'm slightly worried. I'm very much hoping we kind of need 500,000. I think we need 500,000 just to get started. And yeah, we are going to need a bigger baler. As I said, how much is this baler worth? We got this second hand. 13,000. See, that's not a lot. Oh, I can sell the excess net wrap. Perfect. Oh yeah, no, we're not going for that. We're going for, yeah, yard, and probably start off with a yard and a field, and try and get a harvest off the field straight away. Although the field I was looking at on the save I went in with had potatoes, we may not start off with potatoes. I do not want to start off with a massive potato harvest. I think we may have to do some contracts early on as well. I think contracts are going to be an integral part of our early game on there. But I only have 2 folders. One I use for solo play and your G portal. So, oh no, I got to show you my SGA my SGA setup. That is how many mod folders I have. So you can see I have mod folders for each series. My brother's MP, general MP, and then my live streams. I've got mod folders for. It's, yeah. Every game has a separate mod folder. The only time that it's a bit of a pain is when you have to update a mod you use across multiple folders. So for example, today I had to I updated manual attach in my Attingham Park, and then I copied the updated file across all my other mod folders. Yeah, I've tried to avoid being a mod hoarder. It used to be so bad. I think my FS17 games used to take something like 10 minutes to load FS17 because I had so many mods in the mod folder that it was just taking that long to load all the mods. I wish Giants would add better mod management for console. It's all just there. Well, the trouble is, well, no, Giants have added some mod management in. My problem with the trouble is that in order for the game to be able to manage mods, the mods need to be loaded into the game. And the trouble you get is even if you disable a mod in a certain save and it's still loaded into the game, it can still cause issues. So actually managing your mods before you even load the game, which is what the SGA switcher does, means that I'm not even loading mods into the game, which means I can avoid mod conflicts even more, which is why I have every save only loading the mods that I need. Does mean that if I want to go from one save game to another, I have to quit completely out of the game, switch on the mod switcher, and then go back. There's always a FSG mod assistant. I went with the SGA one because that was the one that was I used in FS19. I can't remember who built it. A super early question, but have I seen any screenshots or ideas for new FS whenever it comes out? We will not see anything for the next version of Farm Sim until this time next year at the earliest. Mad Alex. If it's being released next year. Dashnet, thank you, Voxbull. Thank you, Farmer Kev. Yeah, I only need 499 of those more. Yeah, we won't see anything of the next FS. If it is Farming Simulator 25, we won't see that until March next year, especially with Season 2 Pass only just beginning to release its first DLC. The next immediate FS, which is the mobile version, which is FS23, that is out in May. We have seen some of that, and we'll see more of that over the next couple of months. And I might even do a series on FS23. .4D did announce a Heron Dump trailer today, which I really like the look of. I really want to have a go with. Right, we're going to finish this field off, and I think we're going to call it a day at that point. We'll go feed the chickens. Oh. Feed the chickens, check on the cows. We'll probably have some milk to sell. When I finish my map I'm making, would I like to do a first look? It's UK's map with British plates while... Oh, awesome. Yeah, please, FarmCatGR. And yes, I would love to know how you've done that, because I would love to alter maps like this to do white plates on the front and yellow plates on the back. Bally Spring to come to console would need to go through the mod hub. It has not been submitted to mod hub, and in my opinion has a whole load of work that needs to be done before it can go anywhere near the mod hub. It would be nice for Bally Spring to come to console. It is a nice map. It does need some work. And off. Right. Let's go check our cows and chickens, and we need to put the tractors away as well. Could be wrong, but I think someone on the team said buy a PC if you want it. Considering the amount of work they'd have to do, I'm not surprised by that. I doubt Giants will have 4 years between release, Steam Fan. I think the 3 years is much more likely. I think modders liked it, I think players liked it, and I think Giants found it worked better for them as well. So yeah, I'm not expecting... I think we're going to have a 3-year release again. That is going to be a pain to get out of here. Hey ho. Right. Yes, I am streaming on here tomorrow night from 8:30. So yeah, I'll be back on here. Which says a littered version of the Kane trailer. The Kane trailer on the mod hub? I can't remember. Right. I think that's all my tractors, isn't it? Right, let's go check on the milk. Milk level, please. Nope, not enough milk for today. But we will have to take it in the morning. And then I just want to check on the feed level of my chickens. Yeah, chickens need feeding. The TW15 lizard, but yes. Wasn't John Deere Man who made these also talking about doing them for doing the T-dubs? Not heard anything about that in a long while. Can't see, but 4D has released some of his stuff as Lizard on console, I believe, hasn't he? Wheat, barley, or sorghum. I think you can feed chickens in FS22. Oh, we also have a huge amount of silage to sell on here. They might take... Oh, no, they haven't taken it. All of it. Good. Oh, yes, and we need to complete the contract before we finish as well, don't we? Yeah, we need to get the contract money. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw... my TMR guide on Monday. I have debunked needing this. Mineral feed makes zero difference. Don't buy it if you've not got the robot feeder. It's not worth it. I would kind of like to have seen it cause a bump in the milk production, but no, it doesn't. It's just a really, really big waste of money. Yeah, I went and fully tested it. And, yeah, it's not worth it. Right, home time. Maize Plus I've not tested it with, Marius, because I've not used Maize Plus at all in FS22. Conscious decision because I already have a fairly complicated setup. I didn't want to complicate my setup any further. Yeah, so we've got a lot of bales to collect up. We've still got a field of straw to bale. We're going to have a lot of selling to do in December, so we might skip forwards. Oh, there we are. Let's have a look. Best prices for everything we've got. So, December, oats is December, canola is November. So we're going to have to sell off the canola in November. Milk, we're not worrying about that. Diesel is not something we're selling. Where's linseed? Must be at the bottom of this slot here. 100,000 litres of slurry. Best time to sell is December. Linseed, best time to sell is December. Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff to sell in December. Pretty much everything except the canola is December sell-off. So that'll be good. Right. So I'm happy with that. Let's feed the dog. We're going to take the dog with us as well. Oh, I've never noticed the hut here. Oh, My cabbages are looking... Oh, no, my cauliflower's looking good. I'm quite pleased with my cauliflower. It's a shed. I can reach the boxes. How can I reach the boxes in the shed? But not get into the shed. That's hilarious. Right. Let's save it here. Might not be this week. It won't be until probably end of next week by the looks of things. Right, what's in the shop? Nouch new that we haven't already seen. So let's take the time down. Oh, let's collect the contract. So collect on that. Very nice. And then through to 6. Yeah, that's that I think is what's going to happen, Callum. Is I'm going to use the new DLC on the oats, but obviously I won't be able to use twine on it because it won't have twine unless it's part of the mod. Right, and then we need to move time forwards far enough for sunrise, which should be about 6:30. There we go. Save again. We'll now have a quick look at the contract. Oh, wow, there are actually some harvesting. Field 30 is harvesting cotton. Oh no. Yeah, that's what. Mr. Farquhar raiding with a party of 4. Welcome, 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 raiders. Hope you had a good stream. Field 9 and Field 30. Field 30 is that one which has got an odd bit in the corner of the field that would worry me. 17 is actually... Now this is the weird thing. So 17, the whole thing is now harvested, but it only had planted up to about there. 30 is now fully seeded. 18 is done. 30 has this line of green in it. 23 now has odd bits in it. What is going on this map? And these 3 fields are still dead. That is so odd. Oh, it said 9 and 30. So 30 is that one, which I don't think would work. And 9 is that one. Okay. That's the sunflowers. Huh. Oh no, it is like that. We've already done that before. Right, we want to have a look in here. We've got a Case Terraflex 28 foot, which will not go well on my John Deere, unfortunately. Yeah, that would be nice, but yeah, that's not happening. Right, so that is where we're going to leave it for this evening. Mr. Farquhar, thank you for resubscribing for your 3rd month. You are awesome. Hope you had a good stream. Hope it all went well. I'm sorry that you raided me and I'm just finishing. Let's have a look at, is anybody on Twitch? Who is live right now? Who I can go and raid? Wow, it actually is quite a busy evening. I think... Lead Dog. Yeah, let's go raid Lead Dog tonight. Fellow Red Dirt Rough Rider. Raid channel. There we go. So yeah, we'll head over and we will raid him. First though, we need to say some thank yous for this evening. Mr. Farquhar, thank you for resubscribing and for your raid. You are awesome. Six Wheeling, thank you for resubscribing. You are awesome. Kermit the Frog 15, thank you for your cheer. You are awesome. Classman 85, thank you for subscribing. You are awesome. IDK, oh no, that's a couple of days ago. So we'll leave that there. Right, I will be back tomorrow night from 8:30, doing some more realism experiments, getting some more things tied up before we start moving to the Oaks. Probably in about, well, we're looking to get to December. I lost internet completely. Is this the second stream in a row where things have gone pear-shaped? At the very end? If you're seeing this and you're watching, because the stream is not live at the moment. There we go, we're live again. Oh, right, yeah. So tomorrow's stream is going to be doing some more on the realism experiment, getting things finished off there, and preparing for our move to the Oaks. Should be about a week or so. We're actually going to raid Lady D33 because that is exactly where Lead Dog's gone. So who is also a fellow Red Dirt Rough Rider. So we'll send you all her way, I think. Oh no, I thought she was, but I've been following her and following stuff. So she's doing farm sim, so we'll send her you her way. We are, so yeah, as said. Yeah, so we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's video will be Spruce Mountain Farms, so please go check that out as well. I'm going to leave this here, though, before I lose my internet again. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.